Hi, my name is Kimberly Burrell, and I am working with the Public Interest Law Center, um, defending the lost and stolen gun laws that have been in act since 2008. You know, every mother wants to pretend after her child is gone that he was the perfect child. Daryl, when I think about Daryl now, 11 years later, I think about a nice young man in a family of five siblings. Um, he was very assertive. He wanted to be an engineer. Um, Very outspoken, very charismatic. He liked girls. He was 18. He did graduate high school. Um, he was trying to go to a technical school so he can become an engineer. And a couple months before he was supposed to start, he died. Yeah. So it's like a lost dream, you know? Yeah. And every year it gets harder and harder to deal with him being gone with all the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Like, is he going to have a child, or or is he going to graduate from college? I don't have that. All those things were taken from me. I think what the public needs to understand is that you just don't destroy that one person. You just don't kill that one person. You mess up a whole tapestry of a family and a community, and it's never ending. It's like a ricochet, And so yeah, it did affect us a great deal. We're still healing. As a mom who sees this violence going on every day in our country and especially in this city, how do you get over the loss of your child, when you have to hear about another mother losing her child? It just brings all the pain back. Um, in the last month, I've had two girlfriends that have lost sons to gun violence. Two close high school girlfriends that reached out to me and said, Kim, how do you deal with this? I've had people come up to me in church, asking, you know, um, can you come talk to my cousin or my sister, because I know that you're taking it well, and I have to always tell them I'm not taking it well. You never get used to not having that child around. You never get used to not having that person around. It's not something that you get used to. It's something that you have to overcome daily. And more and more and more. I don't care how many. I don't care how many times um, mothers pour themselves out. We continually get another death. I had a young man tell me that he doesn't see himself in 5 years. He doesn't see it. I said, well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because I tried to ask them this to get him to think it. He said, I don't see myself in 5 years, Ms. Kim. That broke my heart. That broke my heart, because it's a reality for African American males. That is why I get involved in this, because I don't want another life lost. And I want, especially African American males, to know that they have someone in their corner who wants them to survive. Your life doesn't end at 25, 18. For some of us, it's just beginning. They're so readily available. I mean, if I got a couple $100s a day, I could probably go somewhere and get a gun. And that's without a license. These are illegal guns. Every murder that has happened in regards to my son, all of those guns were illegal guns. what I'm finding and reading is that a lot of these guns are never being reported, and then when it shows up at a murder scene or a crime scene, then it was stolen. I think if the government or the people in charge of these laws would start making the people who own the guns responsible, then you would see a huge difference in the deaths with stolen guns. And I'm not against people owning guns. I'm against people who do straw sale purchases. I'm against people who don't turn in their guns as being missing or stolen. That's what I'm against. I want people to start to take responsibility for their guns. I mean, we can start by enforcing the law. Like, anyone who has a lick of common sense would look at this law and say that it protects people. It protects gun owners. It protects people who might lose their lives. And I don't think that we should be in opposition as a city or as a country against a law that is meant to keep people alive. People are dying at alarming rates. We had almost 11 deaths over the weekend. 11. 2 of them are kids, and a couple of them were women. The fact that we are out here with laws on the books and people are dying, and we're having a conversation about why we need to enforce it. I don't really get that. As a mom that's lost a child to gun violence, this seems like an oxymoron to me. It would mean a great deal to me because I know that it'll save lives. That's just the bottom line for me. Yeah, I'll be excited. I will be excited. Because then I'll know that something is in place, or something. We have one more tool to prevent death by gun violence.